So today we're going to go over interior and exterior angles. So all these highlighted angles are exterior angles. The next thing is, what do the exterior angles of a regular polygon add up to? Well, using the GIF we looked at last lesson, we know that all 5 of these angles in this particular shape or any polygon will add up to 360. So the first thing I'd like you to do is to solve X for question 1, 2 and 3. Pause the video and answer these questions now. A hint would be that these are vertically opposite, therefore these are equal to each other. The left angle is equal to the right angle. This is an isosceles triangle, so think about the facts we know about an isosceles triangle. And as we briefly talked about last lesson, these are angles in a C, and angles in a C add up to 180 degrees. Welcome back. Hopefully you got the following answers. X is equal to 19 for this one. This one we are going to have something to do with all of them adding up to 180. So I believe X is 20. 3 times 20 is 60, plus 10 is 70. These angles are both the same. Therefore, the left angle is 70, the right angle is 70, and the one at the top is 40. Adding them all together is indeed 180. Now these ones, they add up to 180. Therefore, we're going to have X is equal to 30. What have I missed from my answers in questions 2 and 3? Great, hopefully you notice I missed the degree symbol. So if we have a square, these are how we would draw the exterior angles. This is a really neat way of doing it. You take the arrow, you turn 90 degrees, you draw the exterior angle. You can go the opposite way. You could go anti-clockwise rather than clockwise. So you could choose the exterior angles to be this, 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 and this. As long as you keep them consistent, it doesn't matter whether you choose the red or choose the yellow. So if we add together all of these 4 angles, we can see, as we've already talked about, they add up to 360. So each individual exterior angle is 90 degrees. Pentagon. Similarly again, we have 5 exterior angles. Think about what each of these exterior angles is equal to. As before, we're going to add them onto a diagram. They all add up to 360. So each individual angle is 360 divided by 5, which is 72. Hexagon, using the same method. This time we have 6 angles, adding these together, 360. So each individual angle, what do you think it's going to be? Well done, 60 degrees. So the size of the exterior angle is 360 degrees divided by the number of angles. Copy this down in your books. Another fact, which you probably have already realised, is the relationship between the interior and exterior is that you can sum these together to equal 180. For example, the green and the yellow always add to 180. So if you wanted to work out what the green angle was, the first step you could work out is the size of the yellow angle, and then the second step would be to minus the yellow angle from 180 to get the green angle. So the interior angle is equal to 180 minus exterior angle. Can you pause the video and copy this down? I'd like you to answer for this question, what's this exterior angle, what's this interior angle, and what are the sum of interior angles? I'd like you to do the same for this question. So hopefully you got the exterior angle was 360 divided by 5, which we've already gone over, which is 72 degrees. That's the answer to question A. The answer to question B is the interior angle, the 72, and this angle add up to 180. So this one's going to be 108. This is going to be part B. And the sum of all the interior angles is going to be the size of one interior angle multiplied by how many there are. These are using all three equations on the previous slide. So 108 times 5. What I normally do is times this number by 10, which is 1080, divided by 2. That is how I times by 5. Nice quick trick there. So that's going to be 540 degrees. So we've got the answer to part A, part B, and part C. Now for this one, very similar. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides this time. The exterior is going to be 360 divided by 8. That's going to be, I believe, 45 degrees. Then our interior angle is going to be 135. And then our sum of interior angles, it's going to be 135 times 8, which is going to be 800, which is 100 times 8, plus 35 times 8. So 30 times 8 is 240, and then 5 times 8 is 40. So adding all of these together, I'd normally do this in my head, but this is quite complicated, is 1080. Really neat drawing there. So an irregular polygon is like a regular polygon apart from all the angles are not the same. So you could have differing exterior angles. However, they still always add up to 360. So pause the video and find A. Welcome back. Hopefully you realise that A is 141 degrees. Let's have a look at this question. This green one here. Again, we've got a polygon. This time it's got 6 sides. That doesn't really matter how many sides it's got because still it always adds to 360 degrees. So we add them all together, we take this special number and then we subtract it from 360. Answer is 121. Here are some exercises. I'd like you to pause the video and have a go at these questions. Finally, I'd like you to answer these questions on Edpuzzle or in your books. Off you go. Welcome back. The answer to the first one is 180 degrees. This one's 360. This is 180. This is 360. And as we talked about in the starter, these are equal. Finally, I'd like you to answer whether these are true or false. The sum of all the angles on a straight line is 130. True or false? The sum of all angles around a point is 360. True or false? The sum of the angles in a triangle is 120. True or false? Hopefully you got that this was false, this was true, and this was false. I hope you found this video useful.